Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Welcome to this week's Toyota Tailgate Talk. The man next to me, Eddie Casillas from Asterisk. I got to ask you, Eddie, you know, safety a big issue in Supercross racing, and you guys came up with that. It used to be called the hats off device, but now it's just called the Eject.
Correct, that's correct. The Eject of Ice, previously called the hats off, same deal, just, you know, you get bought out, they change the name, blah, blah, blah. But something that we've implemented probably 3-4 years ago. It's a mandatory device that we put in the top of the helmet, and basically it's a balloon. And in the event that someone goes down and we got to take the helmet off, we'll go ahead and use this device to inflate this balloon, and helps take the hat off a little bit more uniformly, a lot safer. It doesn't put as much compression on the neck. Everything comes off smoothly. Correct
me if I'm wrong, but this is the only type of device in motorsports that had, like NASCAR or F1. Nobody uses this type of system, correct?
Motorsports, motorcycles, road racing, absolutely. Asterisk and off-road are the only entities that use the Eject system. Basically, you have to have the medical staff that is trained in using it and is able to monitor the usage of it, make sure everybody has it on, and so on and so forth. And with some sports, you just can't do that. They don't have a medical staff to do it.
Something else I want to ask you about, going back to the safety of the sport of Supercross. In order for you to ride Supercross, you have to have a concussion, so to speak, test. You have to go through a series of questions to evaluate where you're at on your head.
Correct. This year for Supercross, baseline testing is mandatory, and basically in other sports they have this where we want a baseline of the patient's or the rider's neurocognitive position, and knowing that in the event that they have a concussion, it allows us to make a better decision as to when they can return to ride. In the past, it was either you sit out for 2 races, which in this race or in this sport, you're out 1 race, you're out of the championship. But also, we want to make sure we take care of the guys. We don't want them long-term, you know, having brain issues like we see some of the football guys having.
Phoenix, Jake Canada, he actually came to the line and they discovered that he didn't have the Eject device in his helmet, and I mean, he almost didn't get a chance to ride. I mean, he was actually late getting out of the gate.
Absolutely, and as a matter of fact, he was not allowed to ride. When the rider goes to the line, we have AMA officials checking everybody to see if they have that little blue cap that signifies they have the Eject system in their helmet. And in the event that they don't, they'll make sure that perhaps maybe it's stuck up in the foam, so they'll pull it out. But in Canada's case, he did not have it in there, and so he had to get a helmet or get one put in, and that's what delayed him leaving the gate, and he actually got black flagged because he was riding with the helmet not strapped.
Yeah, that's a big key. I mean, not only do you have to have the Eject device, you have to strap the helmet. Exactly. Well, that's it for this week's Toyota Tailgate Talk. Make sure you check us out Wednesday nights on supercrossonline.com at 5 p.m. on that East Coast. And don't forget Thursdays after the checkered flag with Ralph, Ricky, and Jeff, also at 5 p.m. on that East Coast on supercrossonline.com.